Afternoon, you lot, and welcome to the podcast of Wrestling Life UK. Just giving you lot an update of what happened last night at Ignite Wrestling. You had Taylor James versus Smashing Mike. Taylor James also had Tall Tom on his side, which was a bit of a distraction for Smashing Mike. Smashing Mike then, it was quite hard for him to be honest, but I think he could have done. Not say he could have done a lot better, but in reality, it was quite of a hard match for him as he had no one on the ringside for him, as Taylor James had tall, Big Bill, Tall Tom. I keep calling Big Bill, Tall Tom, and basically what it is, as he got distracted by the end of the match. Taylor James then got a big boot to the corner and then also hit that shoulder twist move on him and took the pinfall. At the end of the match, Smashing Mike got hold of Tall Tom and basically beat the hell out of crap out of him. But then after that, it ended. And then the next minute, the next match was Aluna Blue versus Sapphire. I tell you what, it was one of the best matches of the night. You had two, literally, they just dominated each other. They were just kicking, slapping, pulling. Oh my god, it was extreme. It was slamming everything. Oh my god, it was. I was surprised no blood come out of it because they were just kick each other in the head, slap each other non-stop in the head. It was just extreme moves. It was an extreme match. I wish I can have another round two on them too because I really enjoyed that match, and I think to myself, yeah, I think I would love to see them two versus each other again on any show, or maybe with the next chapter. But yeah, 10 out of 10. That match was superb, and then we also had the after that the main event for the first half. We had the men's fatal four-way match between Mark True, Danny Black, Joe Lando and JJ Gale. The debut of JJ Gale, and also you had CPF, which was Danny Black and Joe Lando. That was a good match. That was a really superb match with a lot of high flying matches, and a lot of people don't realise it. But the fact is, I like to see this more often. But the thing is, it was great to see more Mark True coming out of how he performs, because a lot of people say he gets out of it by sneaking through or winning like that. But tell you what, he was great in that match, and he won by doing a shooting star press. That was superb. But then he done a spear, he done that diving headbutt. It was so great. It was JJ Gale doing his debut as well, and that was um. At least I'm saying his name, unlike Sunset Skip calling JJ Lynch. I don't know. I was like, what the hell? Who's JJ Lynch? But yeah, what's it called? Yeah, it was a great match. But yeah, Mark True took the win on that one and retained hit the turnbuckle title. And then after this second half come along, we had Nino Bryant versus Truman Roswell. It was a bit of a kerfuffle match because Truman Roswell really hates the Bright brothers, and I think, in my opinion, it's a bit harder when you see someone like that has so much hatred with the brothers, and he attacked Nino's youngest brother. He wasn't in the match. He wasn't even on the ringside match. He wasn't even part of the management on the match. He literally was just minding his own business watching the match, and he attacked him in the match. But after that, you see a distraction with Nick checking about his brother, but then you see Truman come for the low blow and then doing the spinning super Carter on Nino Bryant, and then he took the win. CJ Carter come out, did not have it at one bit. He was frustrated about how it's been forming and how he's got a chance to have a performance at Ignite, and he performs like that. You don't do that in Ignite, man. You don't cheat like that. You don't treat wrestlers like that. So he goes for the next chapter 3 in Ignite in November. Let me just double check on that one. I keep forgetting the date on this. Where's my calendar? There it is. It's November 24th of November on a Sunday. Yeah. So it'd be a no DQ match. So it'd be no disqualification match. So anything can happen. Steel chairs to tables to probably throwing each other, and they're probably backstage. You don't even know they're going to hit. They're going to throw each other in the blade crowd. We don't know, but it's going to be a good match. It's going to be brutal. Finally, Nino Bright can have his hands on Truman the bully, who's been bullying him non-stop and bullying his brothers non-stop. But we'll see. The man is a conspiracy theory, and see what happens for the next step. But then after that, we then ended with we had the fifth match of the night, which was Adonis Payne and a mystery opponent. And the mystery opponent, oh my god, I was screaming. His music was playing, and I was like, wait a minute, I know that song. And it was Arthur, Captain of the Sea Arthur. I tell you what, I was so excited when I saw him, man. Like, literally, a lot of people messaged me as well, saying about how I was physically screaming. I was like, and I was screaming mad. And even when I saw him, I was like, he started coming up to me. He started going, you know, I was coming. And it was great because I see him in UBW, and I actually thought to myself, it was just great to see a Phenomenal face in Ignite, and then it was a massive surprise. I was so happy to come out, but again, he won. By the way, he won, but by DQ because of every move he was doing. Payne kept going out the ring, and at the end of the match, Payne went out the ring, and he then hit Arthur with a steel chair, instantly DQ'd. And after the match, he obviously was a sore loser. Thomas Payne was a sore loser. Then he got a steel chair that he just used a minute ago. They used that minute, and then he put it on his waist, went to the buckle, jumped in the air, landed on him with the steel chair. But he's a sore loser. He has, since he lost his title, he's now trying to put himself up there again to the top level again, and to the highest tree of the top. But yeah, at the moment, Tommy Kyle was there, so he was trying to get Ignite title again. Then we had the main event of the night. We had True Grit, Connor Mills versus the Ignite champion, Tommy Kyle. That outmatch was 10 out of 10. That was by far one of the best matches I saw as well. Both wrestlers gave their whole heart out. It was a lot of submissions, a lot of grappling, a lot of pain. It was just really, really good, though. It was really good. Went out the ring and started doing a lot of chopping and a lot of kicking and stuff like that. It was a very exciting match. The kids, everyone loved it. All the families and that loved that match. It was one of the best matches of the night. And I wish it won another match, or just didn't end, because it was just such a great match. And I think that was one of the best matches that Tommy Kyle's done, to be honest. And I think it's great to have a wrestler like Connor Mills to perform like that and to push Tommy Kyle forward like that as well, because he's such a great wrestler, Connor Mills, in all wrestling I've seen him, especially in Revolution Pro Wrestling as well. He's a superb wrestler, and I was so excited to see him that day as well. And Tommy Kyle did win by hitting two spinning tombstones, and he took the win and he pinned him. He won it, and he retained the Ignite Championship. But and after the match, I can't remember, it was CJ Carter, or was it Sunset Skip, that said at the end of the match, at November the 24th, Tommy Kyle will be defending his title against the debut of Spike. Spike is absolutely nuts. Spike Trivette, he was in Progress. He was the ex-Progress champion. He was also in Purpose Wrestling as well. He's a very violent wrestler, and with his Vulcan face as well. Like, he's a very, not Vulcan, it's Vulcan or Vulture skull on his head, and it's going to be a very, very, very exciting match to watch. But yeah, hats down to Ignite Wrestling and give out your feedback on their page as well. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram, and also hats down to Hit the Turnbuckle as well for doing all the matches they've done. But yeah, hope to all see you soon and have a lovely week. Bye bye.